Hi everyone! In this video, we'll be reviewing culture boards, which we will be making during our next meeting, meeting 2, this upcoming Wednesday. In our tables, we'll be constructing culture boards, and both mentors and students will be participating. Many of you may already be familiar with culture boards. We've had sessions where mentors got to create their own culture boards and share, but for those who are new to this, hopefully, you'll be able to learn more about these boards through this video. So what are culture boards? They are boards with pictures, drawings, symbols, phrases, and words that represent your culture as a person. Everything on this board is a reflection of you and who you are. You may ask, well, even is culture? There are many parts that make up culture. There's the language you speak, the values you hold, your religion, the foods you eat, your traditions, etc. There's various other aspects that make up culture. So if you don't see one that you're thinking of on here, that's okay. You can include it when you make your own board. These are just some examples to get you thinking about your own culture. So for this activity, we want you to create a culture board with your students that includes both information about you and about them. Here, I've created an example of a culture board for myself. I'm Mexican American, so I've included both flags because I have a strong tie to both countries. I speak Spanish, I'm bilingual, and I love being bilingual because I feel it ties me more closely to my culture. I've gone to Mexico every summer since I was young, so I feel a really strong connection to my roots. I'm also Catholic, I'm a woman, I value family and friends a lot, and so does my culture. One of my favorite cultural foods are tostadas, which are pictured here. Some music I enjoy in Spanish is the music of the Mexican artist Juan Gabriel and Marco Antonio Solis because I listened to it a lot growing up. So as you can see, I tried to cover various aspects of my culture from values to music to food. Share anything you feel comfortable with or find most interesting or important and build your culture board. Remember, you can write out words that you think represent you, or you can draw images. During the meeting, we'll also have some images printed out for you that you can use if you'd like. Use whatever way you feel best describes and expresses you. While you want to add things about your culture to the board, you also want to encourage and brainstorm with students so that they contribute to the board as well. The teaching guide has plenty of great questions you can ask students to learn more about them and their culture. Some are, what holidays do you celebrate? What's your favorite home cooked meal? What do you think makes you you? What traditions do you have? Some of these questions, they can seem a bit abstract, so I would advise starting with simple questions and then expanding on your students' answers from there on. You want to be curious about who your students are, and of course, you want them to be curious about who you are too. So be open. If you want them to share, you have to be sharing as well. You may ask then, what is the point of this activity? Why are we even creating culture boards? Why is it important to learn about culture? Well, at Math CEO, we want all of our students to feel seen and represented in the program, but to be able to do that, to create these activities, an environment that is most optimal to them, we have to know who our students are. So one main goal is that we want to learn about students' backgrounds and experiences while they also learn about yours. You're a role model to these students, but you're also a friend, and you need to get to know your friends. We also want students to reflect on themselves and on their world. This ties to our culturally responsive teaching here at Math CEO because through our activities, we want students to question the world around them so that they can make it better. Of course, we also want to promote a sense of belonging and understanding. We may be very similar or we may be very different, and both are totally okay. We need to accept one another regardless if we're the same or if we're different. We're all here to learn and grow together. Thank you for listening. I know you guys will do great on Wednesday.